Good morning, goeiemorgen. All right, so we're gonna try and do this again today and see if we can do this without having to edit anything because we don't have time for that. So I'm gonna try and keep it real short and always almost forget that you should like, subscribe, and share these videos if you can. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna pretty nice New York strip Wagyu. It's American Wagyu, so nicely marbled. High grade, very high grade. So this has got a nice fat cap on it. So what I try and do with this, and I'm sure everybody that probably knows better will criticize because I'm not a butcher, but sometimes you got to learn some skills and use them. So I take a ruler and I try and measure out the best I can the most amount of cuts, that way minimizing waste because it's a very expensive cut of meat this. So what I'll do is I'll just do a quick measurement and say we're at about 12 inches here, all right, and then we'll do, what is that, that's another, so that's about 16. So the New York strip's a little smaller than a ribeye, so I'll do about an inch cut here. So all I do is I just mark it on about an inch with my knife, my little paring knife, all right. That way, all right, and then I just cut them straight through on the inch marks, and that way you get a bunch of nice inch wide New York strips. All right, so right, and the last one is going to be a little thick because I actually stole a little each time. This is mine, just by the way. I will put that on my grill. And maybe I'll show you guys that, who knows. All right, so let's take one about an inch. You try and cut it as straight as possible. Now always on the edges, probably going to have a little thinner bit. All right, but once you get through the edge, you can, you'll be a little more square, right? Don't cut the piece at the back like I just almost did. All right, and then this is pretty much what we do. All right, so we try and cut them straight down. And I mean, if you've got a meat saw, obviously this makes it easy, but we don't do enough of this to validate the meat saw. So we just cut them by hand. I've got a real nice, long, big, sturdy knife, which I sharpen every time, so that works fine. So I'm not going to have you endure watching the entire cut. So you can trim these off. I leave that on because if I trim it, I have to put the price up because it's price sensitive. The person who purchases it can decide if they want to take it off or not. But theoretically, you should trim this probably to like that, to make it a little prettier. I like the fat. I eat all of it. I basically eat carnivore, so this is my food. All right, see you later.